Hello everyone, so in this video I'm gonna be creating, it's basically an agent. Here you can see I already have two, Gen AI and Portfolio Analyzer with Claude. Please note it's quite different than Claude AI, because here for example if you connect to third-party apps like Google, Gmail and uh, Google Drive, stuff like that, it works partially similar. But the difference is that it's not gonna as well pass into here custom agent, because this one is like internal in desktop and so forth, and here if it's basically you wanna have web hooks and share it externally. That's why the biggest downside is as well there are credits, so you have to be quite wary of it and I would suggest use a cheaper model. Here, memory store, I think is quite essential. Here I have two. Portfolio, currently empty, but we'll work on it later. And there's as well have Google as base to basically use it as like a SQL memory, or sessions when you use Gemini or Claude or so on. And you can as well create subpath for it to access. I'm gonna just have it as parent. That's gonna be credible enough. Credentials and vaults. This was an essential. For example, here I have portfolio and can have MCP server to Airtable. But in my case, I actually created here three: calendar, MCP, Gmail, MCP, driver, MCP. Otherwise, here you can see there's all bearer tokens. You can choose between two. So, for example, if I choose Canva, I can press on it and then it's gonna make an auth connection to connect to it, right? I think that's already simple set, and here all three are active. That's all that should be need to know. Session is where we have our active sessions. We can communicate and so forth, right? Here I have some history with the blog related, right? Here you can see your user and this an agent. So here as an agent I have this one. Please take note what model you use, as some are more expensive. That's why I had quite a lot of credits eaten up. Files, where you store your files. I'm gonna try to use it to, I guess, assess my emails or so on, right? And then get output of it. And this part is quite important, skills. These are defaulted, right? So I'm gonna most likely use XLS and doc on my, I guess, Google agent, right? And then possibly upload the files, and I'm gonna as well upload a custom skill to start it off. Okay, 4.6 is quite expensive. So this is agent ready to be based. Haiku is a cheaper one, so let's do at first that. Oh, but maybe I cannot do it. I have to at first upload the skill. Let me see where the skill. Where is the skill? Let me just. It's Google Agent. Okay. Another issue. Sometimes with these uploads is quite common. It needs to be integrated actually, it seems. Okay, let's now download. Open. Okay, Google Agent Complete. As you can see, here is an ID. Is the ID of the skill. And I think maybe as well should give memory store. Memory store ID. Let me see if as well actually require what else. Credential value maybe as well. Google Drive, agent, skill. Wait, but where did? Because it forgot something, because in the other, yeah, exactly, it was like this. It seems they wanted to skip. Yeah, it's completely missed on adding the skill ID. That's why it as well, like, got some error. Okay, now it should be correct because the skill ID has to be added in this case. Where is it? One thing as well to note, this is version 1, so whenever I add it, so for example, skills, this one I remove, looking for skills, skill ID, and this is type custom. Okay, let's see if it's gonna work. Okay, now it worked. Okay, it's okay, now it actually shows credentials fault. I had these included, right? But he need to select it. Memory store. I select memory, create. Okay, that really changed the narrative, right? Because I didn't see that there's an option. But here it still says Google Calendar. How was it before? Sessions, archive, new, call account, mark, memory store, Google, something, yes. Let's see how it's gonna work around. Okay, it's running. Okay, it does give out something limit. So maybe these are like not fully correct errors. Because I did get like from session that it's working. Awaiting approval. let me see if it actually can add something here. It's not Google related. It does found like one memory store. Here it has got the vault. So I'm inside vault, so it's active. Okay, it's running. Okay, I did insert something. At least it implies it's inserting something. Or is it still running? It's a good question. It's still running, it seems. So it uses Python. So, like overall, as you can see, it does work. Definitely look, for example, here. It did take my credits. So overall, I would not suggest using if you're with credits you're like worried about, so to say. In most cases, to be honest, I think it's still early stages because everything I did set correctly, but it's relatively slow. Here, for example, if I go here with skills connectors, it goes a lot faster and like have instant access, right? I think only if you want to have webhooks, so on, it does have some merit, but overall it was like double-sided for me. Still created. Yeah, but anyway, I hope you like the video. Like if you have some questions, let me know.